Hey Rachel. Hey Peter. I was at a party the other day, and it was so good like I stayed out really late, but there was this one guy who stuck out in my mind. He was really awkward, and he was just standing in the corner. I felt really sorry for him. Was it the first time that you've met him? Yeah, I've never met him before, and he really mumbled when he was introducing himself. I think it was really uncomfortable about meeting new people in a social setting. Oh no, you know, if I were him, I think especially if you're not used to meeting new people in those kind of settings, I would always prepare some general questions beforehand. Yeah, questions are easier than saying something yourself. Exactly. You know, things like the weather, that's always a general topic anybody can talk about. Everyone talks about the weather wherever you go. I thought it was just the UK because it rains all the time. Oh. In Korea it's the same. Exactly. It's the topic of the day and maybe something to sense around your hobbies as well. If you're into sports, maybe asking people who maybe look a bit sporty. Yeah. Did you see the game last? Do I look sporty? You look very sporty. Oh well, I like to talk about sports, so that's good. That would be perfect. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you want to find out some similarities between the person you're meeting for the first time so you can delve into deeper conversations and really get to know each other. Yeah, but stay off some sensitive topics, I think, because then you can hit a really awkward moment. Religion and politics. Yes, absolutely, and don't go too deep until you're sure you've got common interests right. That's not what you're offering on about your interests when the other person just doesn't care. That's that, and you have to pick up on those cues to know when this person is disinterested. Yes. Yeah. One sign is when he turns your back to you. That's not interesting. That's definitely true. That is a very frank way to show that they're not interested. Yeah, well, maybe when I see this guy next time, I'm going to tell him these great tips. Sounds like a plan. Okay, now let's take a look at some expressions. You can make use of expressions directly from the actual talk, and let's take a look at stick out. Now, who said that's right? Peter said, this guy stuck out in my mind, and to stick out means to protrude, to stand out, to catch one's attention. Okay, especially because he or she or it is very different from everyone else or everything else. A very similar word is a related vocabulary, stand out. Okay, stick out, stand out, it means to be seen very clearly. Okay, alright, moving on, you can say he really stuck out, the past tense of stick, stuck out when he dyed his hair orange. Now, dye in this case does not mean to pass away, it means to color one's hair. So he really stuck out. He stood out because the color of his hair was orange. Okay, that's how you can use stick out or stand out. Another one, social setting. Remember, it is the basic surrounding environment. So let's take a look at some different settings. If you say upscale social setting, you're talking about perhaps an expensive restaurant. Another example, lax social setting. Now what does the word lax remind you of? Relax, right? Relax. So a lax setting or lax social setting is perhaps a very comfortable setting or environment such as your home. Another one, a professional social setting. Yes, you can refer to work or a workplace. Okay, so keep these in mind and also stay off. What did it mean? Remember, as it stay away, stay off, keep off. They're all very similar, so related vocabulary, keep off. We have stay away from something, and here we go. An example, as I did give you, you can say, hey, don't come into my boundary, right? Stay off my property. This is my land. This is my property. Don't come in. Stay off. Stay away. Okay, what else can you say? Stay away from me. Stay away from somebody means to keep a distance, so you can say, hey, stay away from me. Stay away from me. Okay, so keep these as stay off. Keep off and stay away from expressions in mind. Alright, and we do have one final one ready for you to go deep. Of course you can go deep underwater, right? Go very down, deep down into the ocean, but go deep means what? To go overboard, over harder, right? Remember to go over the limit, so you can say feelings of anger went deep on both sides and we never talked again. So you can say a noun went deep, okay? A person can go deep by talking about something, but in this case feelings of anger, my anger. I was so angry, feelings of anger went deep on both sides and we never talked again. Okay, that about brings us to an end. It's today's actual talk expressions as well. Let's now take you to our next segment. It's time for us to listen to a personal story. So here we go. It's time for actual story. Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Peter and I'm here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've been here in Korea for a long time now and really enjoy it. It's a great place to live and work. As far as my hobbies go, I really enjoy going to movies. I'm a big movie buff, and even though I love to catch all the movies and when they're out in the theater, as a father of young children, I don't really have much time to these days. I also enjoy dancing. I used to be a dance instructor, so whenever I can I go out dancing, hit the town, and I'm a big exercise. I love to exercise, so I'm into running and biking and swimming. I do some triathlons, the occasional marathon, and even an ultra-marathon from time to time. Hopefully I'll get to learn more about you. Now today we asked Peter to introduce himself at a social gathering, so he imagined that he was at a social gathering, perhaps like a party, and he did a wonderful job in introducing himself. So what did he say? He first mentioned his name. He did mention where he was from, and then he went on to talk about the things he enjoys doing, such as his hobbies. He talked about enjoying going to the movies. He seems to really enjoy sports, right? He mentioned that he likes to run, he likes to bike and swim, and he occasionally does triathlons and marathons and ultramarathons from time to time. Okay, let's pick out some wonderful things that he did mention in today's store. He says, as far as my hobbies go. Now that is a wonderful way to talk about your hobbies. You can't say my hobby is or my hobbies are, but even better is as far as my hobbies go blah blah. He says I really enjoy going to the movies, and also he mentioned I am a big movie buff. A big movie buff means a person that really enjoys movies. You're crazy about movies, and he says, and I love exercise. So I'm into verb form, ing, and biking and swimming. So let's take a quick look at how you can actually make use of these patterns. But first of all, when you go to a social gathering such as a party or a casual party, you can say, hi, my name is so-and-so. So introduce yourself. Greetings are important, and small talk. That's right. Stay away from sensitive topics. Stick with general topics and general questions. So greet many people at a social event. Mingle with them, all right. Now another tip to keep in mind is stay away from heavy or serious topics. So talk about the topic of the day. Remember, what was the topic of the day? The topic of the day is perhaps a subject, news, or a topic that everybody is talking about these days or at that time. Okay, you can say, as far as my hobbies go, I enjoy verb and then ing form. Let's take a look at some sample sentences. As far as my hobbies go, I enjoy traveling, or as far as my hobbies go, I enjoy blogging. Okay, what about this one? I'm into something. If you're interested in something, if you enjoy something, try using this pattern. You can say I'm into noun or I'm into and then verb ing form. Here are a few examples. I'm into noun strategy games. I really enjoy strategy games. Another one, I'm into collecting. It's right, collecting old video games. So basically just keep these patterns in mind. They're not too complicated. Practice and they will become yours very naturally. Good job, everyone. Hey, nice to meet you. My name is Peter and I'm here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've been here in Korea for a long time now and really enjoy it. It's a great place to live and work. As far as my hobbies go, I really enjoy going to movies. I'm a big movie buff, and even though I love to catch all the movies and when they're out in the theater, as a father of young children, I don't really have much time to these days. I also enjoy dancing. I used to be a dance instructor, so whenever I can go out dancing, hit the town, and I'm a big exercise. I love to exercise, so I'm into running and biking and swimming. I do some triathlons, the occasional marathon, and even an ultramarathon from time to time. Hopefully I'll get to learn more about you. Well, time flew by very, very quickly, everyone. I'm sure that if you did tune in and watch the first lesson of actual English, you may have noticed slight changes between the two lessons. That what we're going to do is kind of warm you up as you warm up when you exercise or work out at the gym. you stretch, do some exercises. That's right, to warm your body up, and then you really get to start working out with weights or whatever. So slowly we're going to gradually take you up and then take out that's right they complicated forms and perhaps focus more on expressions and patterns that you can practice to make your own. So in lessons 1 and 2 we talked about self-introduction. First of all we talked about introducing ourselves at a workplace, perhaps at a new company. So a rather uncomfortable or awkward situation. But then again today, yes, we focused on expressions, and of course advice was given by Peter and Rachel, and there were tips for you all to remember when introducing yourself at a much more casual setting like a social gathering such as a party. So keep in mind when it's formal, try to keep it interesting, and of course that's right, relax, be at ease, and of course when you are at a casual setting be a lot more friendly. But in both situations stay away from sensitive or heavy topics. That's right, what did I say you should all talk about? Yes, the topic of the day. Basically a topic or issue, something that everyone is interested in at that time period. Okay, everyone, what you can do is come to our homepage always. You're more than welcome to come by to leave your messages and comments, but in the meantime remember next time I'll be joining you back once again by talking about occupation. So in lesson 3 the topic will be occupation, and in meantime come on. I'll see you again next time. Bye. 4.